Procrastination is about postponing what I have to do, or postponing what I need to do, or postponing what I want to do. It's about, the idea in Spanish, mañana, later, tomorrow. And there's actually a lot of research that we talk about in the course. I'm just going to give you very briefly. There is a lot of research on procrastination. And what the research shows is that people who procrastinate, and procrastination is about the lack of energy. It's about the lack of desire to do things. People who have procrastination in their mind believe that motivation or energy or inspiration needs to come before action. That I first have to have energy, and I first have to have the desire, and I first have to be inspired in order to act. Inspiration comes before action. This is what people who procrastinate believe. So they wait to have that energy. They wait until the time when they really want to do something. And then when they're ready, or when they have no choice, they do it. But they continue to procrastinate. Now, procrastinators account for about 80% of the population. So most people in the world are procrastinators, self-proclaimed. In other words, they say about themselves that they are procrastinators. What do the other 20% do? How are they different? Here is how they're different. They do not say to themselves, I first have to have energy, and then there'll come action. Or I first have to be inspired, and then I will act. Or I really want to do something, and then I'll do it. No. They understand that action needs to come before inspiration. In other words, just do it. Act. And then inspiration will come. And then energy will come. You see, Angeles, the main point here is that action creates energy. Yes, of course, it also depends on some energy. If you had nothing, you wouldn't be able to move. But you don't need much. Even a little bit of energy can start an activity, and the activity will be self-perpetuating. In other words, the activity will lead to more energy and more activity. And as a result of that, to more energy and more activity, and on and on and on in an upwards spiral. What happens with procrastinators is they don't act, and they have even less energy. And when they have less energy, they're less likely to act, and they have less and less in a downward spiral. So energy comes from doing. Now, doing what? Ideally, things that you're passionate about, ideally things that will make you happy, and you're absolutely right. Very often, we do not pursue those things that make us happy. Which is why, in addition to the research that you will engage in throughout the course, where we talk about things that make us happy, you will also engage in me-search. You will experiment. Mahatma Gandhi, another leader we meet throughout the course, called his autobiography, My Experiments with Truth. Not my finding truth, not my ultimate truth. He called it my experiments with truth. And this is what we do throughout the course. We experiment. We try things out so that we can identify those things that will help us fulfill our potential, whether it's for success or for happiness, ideally both.